afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. Welcome to another edition of the Afternoon Express Masterclass with me, Balisa Tembe. Tonight, we commemorate International School Meals Day, and thus we're joined in studio by junior chef Caleb Botha, who's going to be teaching us grown-ups a thing or two about packing the perfect school meal. On the menu, we'll be making mini quiche cups, pizza pockets, and scrumptious meatballs, bite-sized lunch that packs a punch. But before we get cracking into all of that, let's meet the culinary kid. Caleb, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Caleb, you are no stranger to Afternoon Express.
No, I've been here once.
But I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh no, we said we have to bring it back, especially as we do celebrate International School Meals Day. But before we get into all of that, I want to find out about little Caleb. You are just such an incredible sensation on Instagram. Tell us a little bit about your Instagram page.
So when I started, I was 8 or 7, and I've been going for about a year now, and every time I get new followers, I get excited. But then I was like 98 followers. And then I look the next day and I have 95 followers.
Oh.
So a lot of people stopped following me, which is kind of sad. But and now I'm telling all of my friends that they should follow me. And I hope they do, because if they forget, then I'm going to kind of get mad. And I guess they can say goodbye to their moms packing their school lunchbox, or them packing their school lunchbox, because I'm going to be packing them my fist in their lunchbox.
Okay! On that note, if you do not know where to find Caleb on social media so that no one has a fist in their lunchbox, what's your Instagram handle?
Dive in and eat.
Dive in and eat. Come on, make the young man's day, Mzansi. Please go at divein_eat, and you can find out all about Caleb and his love for food. Now, you are one of the youngest food critics, if not the youngest food critic I think I've ever met. You always love going to restaurants and trying out new things. And then you give your little critique on the side. So what got you falling in love with food, so much so that you start your own page?
Yeah, so my favorite food is sushi. And the first time I ate sushi, I really started to like food, and especially when my dad made me pasta for the first time. The first pasta he ever made was like, I don't know if you know it, it's called carbonara.
Oh, I love a carbonara. But I've never known how to make it, especially with the egg. I end up scrambling my egg every time. Do you know how to make a carbonara?
Unfortunately not.
So we have to get Daddy back here on the show one more time.
Yeah, definitely. And then he can also be on the show next time, and he can teach us how to do it maybe. But I have made sushi with my mom once or twice.
Yeah.
And it was so nice. We made tuna sushi, and it was like so nice. And you know, like when they normally make sushi, they cut up the salads into slices. First they make the roll, and then they cut it up into slices.
Wow.
And when me and my mom made it, I said, wait, this is how they do it before they slice it up. I want to keep it like that. I'm not going to cut it. And I ate it as like a big sausage
A big
roll.
log.
Yeah.
A big sausage roll that's tuna sushi-esque. Wow. Now, Mzansi, I'm pretty sure you saw the little cheerleader there taking pictures and all of that. That's Mommy Bear. I think it's just so special to see a mother celebrating their child like yourself. You know, every now and then he looks at Mommy, he's like, Mom, I was 8 or 9, right? I was, you know, is she your fact corrector?
Maybe.
Mommy, give everyone a good wave. So special. You've got such a cute, amazing superstar of a child.
I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Well, Mommy's saying that she loves him and she's so proud. Oh.
Thank you. Bye.
He's like, it's my turn to shine. Oh, my goodness, Caleb, I love sitting down with you. Now, something that I also see quite a lot on your page are burgers. What is your favorite food?
So, like I said, my favorite food is sushi, but second has to be burgers. And one of the best burgers I've ever had is when I went to West Coast, And we have a holiday house there, so it's always fun to go there. And we always bodyboard there. And then there's one place we go most of the time. It's called Botha Brewery. And Botha is a small part in the West Coast that we always go to. We can't stay there for one day and not go there. So we always go there, and we either go to this place called Seakat, where they serve like a bunch of like sushi and all of different fish and then the other place we have to go is a place called Mournful Coffee, which is in English is a mouthful of coffee. And we always go there for like brownies and chocolates and sometimes breakfast. Their brownies there are really good, but the other place is Botha Brewery.
My goodness, I'm pretty sure everyone who lives close to the West Coast is now like writing down vigorously all the things that our junior chef is talking about.
Yeah, so Botha Brewery, they make a burger. So it's a burger, but it has a bunch of peppercorn sauce on, and it's thick patty like this. It's massive.
So then, Caleb, with so much knowledge about food and with such a love for all foods, but I clearly see you've got your favorites, what then inspires you to make those cool videos?
I like watching, when I was about 5 or 4, I started watching MasterChef, and I really enjoyed it. Like, that was our thing we watched every night, me and my mum and dad. And then I was like, and then I started seeing like a bunch of people making food stuff, and I'm like, hey, wait, let me start this. Mom, can I start an Instagram? Caleb, that's a great idea. I bet you'll get to 1 million followers in a month. And look here I am, only going for a year, and I don't even have 100.
But Caleb, that's the thing. You have to keep on going. Mom has her eye on the prize. You have to never give up. Don't worry about social media and the numbers. As long as you keep doing what you love, trust me, the followers will keep growing along with you.
Yeah.
Well, we're still with you the entire show, so Mzansi, do not fret. We have got the young boss here who's about to whip it up in the kitchen. Now, stay tuned whilst we do enjoy some time in the kitchen with Caleb. We'll be preparing some really, really cool and nutritious meals for you to try out and draw some inspiration for when you're packing those lunch boxes. Let's go over and greet Dumi.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Made with love by Clover.
I think I know.
Welcome back, Mzansi. And you know, we are a team effort here. We believe in doing things as a family. So as little Caleb steps on his little platform to be able to see everything in the kitchen, our favorite girl is tying him down here in the kitchen.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited to have Caleb back, especially on this day that is International School Meals Day. Who better to tell us what to pack in their lunches than the children themselves?
Caleb, are you ready?
Yes.
Well, let's get to it. Now, staying with our focus on International School Meals Day, we've whipped together these simple, foolproof Clover mini quiche cups using Clover fresh milk. Traditionally, a quiche is a French tart consisting of a pastry crust filled with savory custard and pieces of cheese, meat, seafood, or vegetables. But we've added a quick and easy twist that will be sure to impress your little ones.
Yeah.
Now, Dumi, that is what it's all about, making sure that these little ones are happy when they get to school.
Yeah, because like myself back in the day, when I was not happy with my lunch, I'd go home with this kaftin, take the food and throw it in the opposite, because there are some days when I didn't enjoy my school meals. But yeah, we're trying to change that.
Yeah, we can't waste food.
We don't want any food going to waste. And the great thing about the recipe we're about to make, Balisa, is it also uses the reasonable, affordable loaf of bread that you have at home. So you don't have to go out and buy the puff pastries or the phyllo pastries. You can just use your normal bread. And also, once it bakes up in the oven, it gets nice and crispy. Yeah. But to get it to that point, I've got a nice slice of bread here that we've removed the crust, because I know these little ones don't actually like the crusts anymore. And I'm just going to flatten it with a rolling pin. And the reason for that is to make it easier to go around in the muffin tin, but also just so it's easier, it gets that nice crunch. Do you approve?
Yes.
Caleb is whispering secrets here. Caleb,
I love crust.
Do you love crust?
You're one of the few that likes the crust.
I like the
Should have
crust.
kept them on.
You see, Dumi, you'd have someone like me when I was a kid. At the end of the day, I'd eat all the way around the crust, and then I'd be throwing the crust there by back opposite. But Caleb, here in front of you, you're going to be helping put together the inside, the filling of the quiche. Have you ever made a quiche before?
No, I haven't.
Dumi, lead the way, help us.
Okay, my dear. So what you've got there, you've got some eggs. I think there's 5 eggs in there.
Yep.
To start it off, Bali, may I please ask you to pour some of our clover fresh milk into the mixture for him, because any quiche starts off with the base of the eggs and a bit of milk or cream.
Tell me when.
A little bit more, and that is fine, because the eggs, like we always say, for a dish like this is for stability. Now, my guy, I'm going to ask you just to take that whisk and whisk away and just make sure that it's all fully incorporated. But we're working with eggs there, but I remember the last time you were here, you showed us a very nice trick for people working with eggs, just to know whether your egg is fresh or whether it's been cooked. Do you want to just maybe show the viewers? I think some might need a reminder.
So if the egg is boiled, then you can see it spins perfectly. But if it isn't boiled, it doesn't spin at all. It's really... It can't
becomes
spin.
wobbly.
Yeah, and also another trick is, if you do this, you can hear the yolk inside. And if you do this, you can't hear the yolk inside the boiled egg.
Shake the boiled one in my ear. And then the non-boiled. Yeah, I can literally, you can almost hear it going like... That's so cool. Okay, so now everyone at home, no need to crack it and hope for the best in testing if your egg is boiled or not. Caleb gave you a tip and trick. But here you are, you're whisking together what's going to make the inside of our quiche.
Correct.
How do I know when to stop whisking?
Well, once it's a beautiful custardy colour and everything is together, then it's perfect.
I think
then you
it's
can
good.
actually start adding the rest of your ingredients.
Okay.
All right, so you can go in with the onions and then the parsley, the
Is there a specific order?
No specific order. The only thing, though, just make sure you leave some cheese for the very top to get that nice cheesy crust.
Okay, so do I put in all of it?
You can put in all of it, half of it. Do you even like onions? Is that something you...
I like onion rings, but I don't like onions.
Okay, so put in however many onions you'd be okay with eating.
Okay.
He's already just like, I think we're good here on the onion
there
station.
you go.
Okay, sure.
Onions are done.
Onions are done, and then you just keep going there with the tomatoes, and you're going to keep also there with the cheese. But at the end of the day, Dumi, what makes this so silky, velvety, filling, and creamy is the clover fresh milk.
Correct. The clover fresh milk. I mean, I say this all the time, it stays fresh for up to 18 days, fresher than some of our lunch boxes when we make them. You know? So it's great to know that you've got that superior quality in the clover fresh milk that we're adding to these quiches, like you said, Balisa, to enrich it with the flavor. But also, this is our type flavor combination. But if you wanted to add different types of flavorings in there, I mean, Caleb, you've mentioned that you like sushi, you like burgers. If you were to make your own kind of quiche at home, what flavors could we find in there?
Bacon and cheese.
Bacon and cheese.
Yeah, I'm also a simple kind of girl when it comes to making quiches, pizzas, which you're also going to be making later. I love it. Yeah, add all that cheese, sir. That looks really, really good, Caleb.
Can I put in all of it?
No, leave some for the top.
Leave a little bit just for the top, because as you can see, Dumi added some cheese at the top there just to make it golden brown. Yeah. Yes, a king. So Dumi, as we are scooping this mixture into your little...
Oh, I see it, I see it.
You see what we're doing now, sir?
All right, as he's scooping into there, once the mixture goes into the muffin tins, all you need to have your oven at 180 preheated, and you cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your oven. All you want is that golden, crispy edges on the side, and to make sure that your egg is already cooked through and is not still raw in the center.
Aige Mzansi, you can see it is easy peasy. We've got our homeboy Caleb here holding us down in the quiche station. So get your kiddies and your little ones involved too. And to do that, simply head over to afternoonexpress.co.za to get this recipe. Caleb, don't worry, you're doing incredible. Now, when we do come back, we'll be showing you moms and dads a smart yet sneaky way to get those kids to consume more veggies via a lunchbox roll-ups. We've already spoken to Caleb, and he promises not to let the cat out of the bag. Wink, wink. More Afternoon Express after this. Afternoon Express, where we are celebrating International, get this, I didn't even know that this was the day, School Meals Day. Now, Tumi, you've got a little bit of background on this day.
Yes, so in 2013 March, International School Meals Day was introduced just to bring education to people about the nutrition and education, the fact that children need a nutritious lunch for them to stay awake and alert during school. So.
Wow.
I'd like to think Caleb wants to make sure his lunches are nutritious as well.
Yeah,
They better be tasty, otherwise, you know, it's into the bin with my lunch boxes.
And to make sure it is not into the bin, this is the question we want to find out from you on social media. School's in session. Now, at what age did you start packing your own school lunch? Make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Let's ask the little maestro here. Have you started to pack your own school lunch?
No, I haven't. Mom, don't listen.
Okay, well, to make sure that your mom and your little mini me is happy with whatever you pack, these Clover Mayo Lunchbox roll-ups are a great way to incorporate those veggies and proteins, but in a fun-sized way, ensuring that your kids have a good, balanced meal in their lunchbox. Show us how, Tumi. It seems as if Caleb has got everything he needs.
He's got everything he needs, and he's going to do the one side of it. I'm going to do a completely different side to it. So, Caleb, you've got some chicken, you've got some mayo, you've got some cucumber. So you'll be making some chicken roll-ups for us that have some mayo in there. So maybe, Pali, you can start us up first by adding the mayo into the bowl for him. We're using our Clover Classic mayo, as you know, one of my favorite mayos to use, because it comes in 3 levels of tanginess, Caleb. So I don't know how tangy you like your mayo. This one comes in either 1, which is mild, 2, which is medium, and 3, which is quite tangy and strong.
Like maybe 2 or 1.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
something a little bit more
mild.
chilled.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, perfect. So you can then start adding your chicken in there with your cucumbers and salt and pepper. And then I'm going to start off with my ones here that are also quite simple. We've got some lettuce, some carrots, some pesto, and I'm also going to need some of that mayo as well, Pulse, so that I can add it to my mixture. Wow. But Caleb, I mean, we're talking about hiding our veggies in the scuffed tins here. Are there any veggies that you just do not want anywhere near your scuffed tin?
Cauliflower.
Oh.
Cooked spinach. I'll eat raw spinach, but I won't eat cooked spinach.
Wow.
And there's one more thing.
Do you like broccoli? Yeah, you can just put the whole thing in. I love a lot of meat, so I'm never going to say no to all that meat. Okay, so you don't like cauliflower, you don't like cooked spinach, but you enjoy raw spinach. Let me grab that for you. And is there any other one? Because here, Tumi, I can see you've got some carrots, you've got some... I really don't like celery. So you've got some celery and you also have green beans.
Yes, we've got some green beans, so that's going to go into the lunchbox once we've made our roll-ups here. So all that you've got there, Caleb, you can actually start seasoning with your salt and pepper and add in your cucumbers. So that would be the perfect way, Mommy, Caleb's mom, since you're listening, to hide that cauliflower in there. He probably wouldn't even know because you shred the chicken so nicely and you cut it up, chop up the cauliflower, and you probably won't be able to see it in there. But it's a perfect vehicle to just get as much nutrition into our kids' lunches as possible.
I love it.
I don't know, Mom. Don't know.
Oh, so at the end of the day, we just make sure that we have to have something that works for mom and kid at the end of the day. And this is just something super simple, super easy. And also what I love about the cucumbers, Dumza, is that it also adds that crunch.
Correct, it does. And to my roll-ups as well, we've added some pesto, but I also need that little bit of tanginess as well. So that's why I'm also adding a nice spoonful of our Clover Classic, and we're still keeping it on the mild, because like Caleb said, he likes it a little on the milder side. And to this, because we want it to be nutritious, we want it to be fun, I'm still adding stuff like my lettuce, which I'm going to cut in half just to make sure it doesn't take up all the space. And then I'm going to add some cheese into this, as well as some carrots. So you understand that this is more of a vegetarian style one. So if you wanted to, you could literally add whatever veggies you like. Just add as much sauce as well, so it's not too dry.
Okay.
And then we can start rolling these babies up.
Yeah, I would add a whole lot more mayonnaise to your one, Tumi, because just to mask that veggie taste.
Correct.
Yeah, Caleb, what have you done so far?
I've mixed the salt, pepper, chicken, mayo, and ava.
Got that. Okay, I love that. And here you've already, Tumi, similarly to what you did in the first recipe, you just simply cut out the crust, and then now it's time to make the roll-ups.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now you can start spooning over your chicken mayo mixture onto your bread, and then we start rolling it up.
For you, let's move that out the way. We can put that there. So now you've got all the space in the world. Pleasure.
And Palisa, I know that you are not a mother yet, but there's a skaftin right there next to you. So maybe you can start helping me, and we're making a skaftin now. We've made the roll-ups. Now we need to start packing that skaftin. It's not just the roll-ups we have here. We've got some fruits, we've got some veggies. Maybe we can start adding those while Caleb adds that, and maybe give it a taste and let me know what those ones on the side taste like, if you're happy and if you approve to add these.
Okay, so I'm going to have a roll-up that Caleb made earlier, and this is the chicken mayo one.
Correct.
So let's see if I give it my thumbs up. These kind of look like sushi, doesn't it?
That's nice.
Thumbs up, Caleb. Well done. You have a taste.
What's this? What does this have in?
That's the PB&J. So it's literally just about being adventurous. You can also do a peanut butter and jelly one. You can cut these in half. You can keep them whole as well.
We say thumbs up. Yummy. And Dumi, the roll-up that Caleb is making here, it's white bread, but feel free to also use your very own brown bread, maybe something that's a little bit more low GI, because that'll keep the kids fuller for longer. And also, you've got some natural sweeteners here in the fruits, so that it also gives that little boost of energy in the middle of the day that you little ones need so desperately.
Definitely, Palisa.
Especially because we play soccer.
Oh.
You love soccer?
I love soccer.
Okay. You were also giving me a tip here, Caleb, before we started about the roll-ups, because you were like, you don't want the roll-ups to go all over the place.
No.
So did you just make sure that you put just enough for the slice?
Yeah, you need to put them in the middle. I don't know if you can spread them, but I'm sure you need to keep them an even size in the middle so that when you roll it up, it doesn't squish and go all over the place.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. That's a king. Well, as you just keep rolling those up, Dumi, just help Caleb roll it up, and I put the finishing touches on this skaftin. And if you want to make sure that your skaftin is one that people envy, eskoleni, simply head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Good job, Caleb.
There is a classic mayonnaise that brings out the traditional French in 3 levels of tanginess. The mild classic, the medium classic, the strong classic. Tangy the way you love it.
Made with love by Clover.
Am I giving you skaftin envy? I mean, let us know on social media. Keep engaging with us because we love hearing from you. But we're not done. Now I'm saying pizza for lunch. At school, well, your child will be the envy of the school time play or lunchtime playground, rather, with our delicious array of mini pizza pockets, which we'll sure be putting together in no matter of a second.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are celebrating another international day that is so important. I'm talking about International School Meals Day. Now, Tumi, you are leading us, ushering us into the lunchbox heaven.
I am, but I think I need to ask Caleb, do you like pizza?
I'm sorry, but I don't speak nerd, so of course I like pizza.
Ouch. Ouch. I felt that. Palisa, please take over. I'm hurt.
He came for all of those.
No offense, okay?
Okay, no offense to none of those non-pizza eaters. But if you are a pizza lover like us, school lunches have become more and more exciting over the years, giving parents around the world an opportunity to feed their kids their favorite food in lots of different ways. Now, if your kids love pizza like someone I know, then pay attention to this next recipe. Okay, so for those that don't speak nerd, people that love pizzas, Dumi's about to show us exactly what we need.
Yeah, what pizza do you like?
I like bacon oven feta.
Okay, someone with a very experienced palate. Well, we're keeping it simple this time. We're making pepperoni pizza pockets. And how we're making those is I start off with our puff pastry here that I'm going to just roll out so that's slightly thinner. And then I'm going to cut up into squares. But you look like you wanted to say something there.
I have something to confess.
Okay.
I have never eaten pepperoni in my life.
Da 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 da.
I've eaten salami, but I haven't eaten pepperoni pizza.
Do you want to have a taste and just let us know, have a little bit of a bite and tell us, does it taste salty? Does it taste sweet? Is it everything you thought it would be?
Everything.
Oh.
It's very nice. It tastes like, is that pepperoni or salami, or are they different things?
That's such a good question, Tumi. I've always wondered the same.
Okay, that is quite an interesting question because I don't think I've done the research for this, but I'd like to think that the pepperoni has pepper. I might be wrong, I don't know, but please correct us.
I think it is spicier.
It is spicier. But please do let me know on social media because I'm just answering just on the knowledge of the pepperoni and salami. But I do know that it's both cold meats.
Peppery, peppery, pepper.
Very, very peppery. Now, can I tell you a secret, Caleb? This is my all-time favorite pizza. I like to keep it simple sometimes when it comes to pizza. So Dumi has made sure that we can do exactly that. But I can only imagine making a bacon and avo feta pizza pocket. I mean, that sounds mwah.
Yes.
Chef's kiss worthy.
Chef's kiss worthy, exactly. So our puff pastry has been slightly rolled out so that it doesn't puff up too much when it's in the oven. And then we're adding it into our muffin tin here. And I'm adding some of our tomato sauce. Like with the pepperoni pasta pizza, it normally has a tomato base. So I'm just adding this at the bottom. This also helps with keeping it nice and moist as it bakes in the oven. And the puff pastry is just for that nice crunch. But I now think it's only best I hand over to our culinary kid over here to do the rest for us. You've got some mozzarella and that pepperoni you just tried.
So which one do I put
Up to
in?
you.
Okay.
It's up to you. Because I know that with pizzas, they normally have the tomato at the base, and then the pepperoni, and then the cheese, or the cheese and the pepperoni. So however you would prefer to have it.
Sometimes I just like eating margarita pizza just plain because I like to taste the tomato base and the cheese alone. It's nice for me.
Well, you know what I'm thinking right now? You know, it's all about learning in every masterclass that we do. And you asked such an important question at the top of making these delicious pizza pockets. You asked about the difference between pepperoni and salami. My boy, you are so intelligent. You are correct. You would have, if this was a test, you would have gotten 100%. The difference, that's a dab for me. You got it on the money. So salami is just that kind of a sausage that is a little bit more milder. It's not as spicy as pepperoni. So that's why when you tasted that pepperoni, you got that spiciness coming through. So which would you prefer? Do you prefer your salami that you've already tried, or do you prefer some pepperoni?
I haven't eaten pepperoni.
Okay, no, but that was that.
Okay, I prefer pepperoni.
Ooh. Okay.
I love that.
Spice.
It's definitely not as salty as salami. It's a bit less salty. Pepperoni's, salami's very, very, very salty. And sometimes people don't use the correct cut, and then it's too fatty as well.
Oh, well, here we are, making sure that your kid, if they are a pastry connoisseur, much like our little Caleb here, he can also be enjoying these delicious pizza pockets. Now, Dumi, you went for puff pastry?
Yes, we went for puff pastry to give you that nice flakiness. So I think, Caleb, what you can do is you can actually start when you're done, start brushing the edges to give it that nice golden brown color that you've got there. If you don't want to use puff pastry, you could still use phyllo pastry. Just think about something that's able to carry or keep throughout the day, because you never know when the kids eat their lunch. Some of them, like my own, will take it with them to school and come back home with it, and I still want them to be able to enjoy it. I don't know if you ever do that. I hope you finish your lunches all the time.
It depends on what I get. Now I always eat my lunch. Now my mom packs me some very nice sandwiches like ham, mayo, and tomato and lettuce and stuff like that.
So I can just imagine if you maybe take out the lettuce, that your mom can make something like this using those very same ingredients. Here we go, you can start brushing the egg on the top. Now, Dumi, Caleb is just brushing that egg on the top of the pastry to make sure that it's golden brown and looks delicious. But when it goes into the oven, for how long and what's the temperature?
It goes into the oven at 180 degrees as well, in the center of your oven for 15 to 20 minutes, just so it's nice and golden brown, and then get it out there and enjoy.
Well done, Caleb. Another recipe that you've nailed. Congratulations, but we're not done with little Caleb just yet. If you want to try this recipe at home, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za for the full ingredients list. Now, when we do come back, Dumi, Caleb, and I go head-to-head in the ultimate tower building challenge, where our only materials will be dry pasta and marshmallows. Who will come up on top? I'm spaghetting nervous just thinking about it.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to your Thursday Afternoon Express Masterclass. Now we're having such fun in the kitchen. It's time for us to educate our viewers on a little amazing deal.
It is very important, and I love these moments. I love these conversations, because I know you've got something for us, right?
Yeah, I have got something each week for you. So this is where I need you to pump up the volume and listen up. What happens when you switch to Red, you might be asking? Well, you get to unlock some amazing deals, rewards, and benefits. Vodacom has some amazing deals that can simply just just not be missed.
You cannot afford to miss them because I feel like your life will be so much better after them. So it's important for people to listen up and hear why exactly they switch to red.
Well, you know, it's an obvious next question. How has it made your life that much more better, that much easier, knowing the deals that Vodacom has if you do switch?
It's given me options more than anything. It's given me options. It's made me realize that it's not the end of the world. I can actually have options, decide what works for me. They've given you different devices. They've given you options. I mean, the Hero deal before, they used to giving away rugby shirts. So I want to know what's up now. What's up for grabs?
Yeah, look, Dumi, the Hero deal also offers Red Plan customers a Samsung Galaxy S21 FE 5G, 10 gigabytes Red Core More data, which is broken up into 5 gigabytes anytime, plus 5 gigabytes night owl, and 800 minutes and a free Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite Wi-Fi, and the screen size is 8.7-inch screen, valued at 2,999 Rand from 1,299 Rand per month on a 24-month contract. If you do add 99 Rand for 24 months, you get a Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 with an eSIM.
I know we're talking about International School Meals today, International School Meals Day. However, I feel like any child would be excited to find a Samsung in their kaftin, in their bag, you know, as a gift. So maybe parents can do that just so that they keep connected with their kids.
Such a good idea, Dumi. I'm not saying, like, we're not encouraging everyone to go ahead and go get their child a phone, but it is absolutely pivotal these days for kids to have a little tablet to be able to work on and do their homework, or maybe watch YouTube videos that are educational. And this is something for the entire family. Now, you know what? I just love the Vodacom Red benefits, especially when you're on Red VIP. 2 years, you get 2 years theft cover, you get Vodabucks, up to 50% off flights, and the list just goes on. Now, this has got me so excited, and something that I have really been looking forward to, the all-new Samsung Galaxy S22 series. And if you pre-order the Galaxy S22 or S22 Plus right now with Vodacom, you will receive a free set of Samsung Galaxy Buds Live, valued at 2,999 Rand.
This is the perfect gift, because we've been talking about giving this to the kids. If they're able to do their homework online, because a lot of schools have now decided to go online, so they can do their work online, have their buds in there without disturbing you while you do your work.
You've said it, girl. You have said it. Now, the new Samsung Galaxy S22 looks amazing. I can't wait. And next week, we will reveal an amazing offer that Vodacom will be launching for the new Samsung Galaxy S22. You won't want to miss that. Vodacom just keeps on delivering the goods, baby. So what are you waiting for? Experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom.
Switch to Red and unlock a free rugby jersey. Get this great Samsung deal for only 1,299 Rand per month. Further together, Vodacom.
Now, we were talking about building things higher and higher, and you know, if we've got someone relatively new on Afternoon Express, we have to put them to the test. So are you ready for this, Caleb?
Must eat.
You must eat. Okay, well, let's first break down how this challenge works. Now it's time to challenge ourselves, and by ourselves, I mean myself, Dumi, and Caleb. We all three will be participating in a challenge this evening called the Marshmallow Challenge. In this challenge, we will see who can build the highest tower and also the most creative tower made up of only raw spaghetti and marshmallows. But first, let's take a look at this example.
I'm going to start the base of my structure with a hexagon using these massive marshmallows. As I build the structure, I'm thinking about the best way to spread the weight. You can try all different kinds of shapes. How can you best spread the weight of the marshmallows? Triangles make for stronger structures as there are no hinges on the triangle. That's why they're popular in construction. You can even snap the pasta and see what happens to the strength of your building. Keep building until you've got a structure you're happy with. Now you've got a building and a snack.
All right. I see. I've got some tactics underway. Look, each of us will have 2 minutes to construct a tower made up of these 2 ingredients. And then we'll have to see who built the bestest tower. Now, I think that it's important that we share 2 tips when doing this. Triangles are important, and building a strong foundation to support your tower will go a long way. I'm sure engineers will be able to agree with me on this one. So, are you ready, Caleb? Dumi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You guys have even started. I don't like it, cheating. Okay, on your marks, get set. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's get building.
Let's get building. Do you guys at least have an idea of what you're going to make? Oh,
I guess I do.
you do. And you told us that this is not the first time you've done something like this.
No, I've done this at school as well.
I don't know if that's fair.
I don't know if that's fair
I've
either.
already broken my first spaghetti.
I'm breaking them on purpose.
So is that part of your strategy, Caleb?
Yes, I have to make it the right shortness. So.
Okay.
So you clearly already know what you're making today.
I do.
I've got a little bit of idea. Dumi, do you know what you're going to be
I
making?
need giant marshmallow.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that the inspiration will come to me.
Okay, well, at the end of us making all of this goodness, please do remember, I'm going to have everyone justify why they made what they made. And who knows, hopefully that will encourage them to get one step closer in the winning. Ne? So please, I want you to already think of your rationale. At art, we used to call it rationale. And just explain, oh my goodness, I am breaking my spaghetti. Okay, we've got 1 minute left on the clock. Oh, no.
1 minute?
I know, this is so stressful.
got it.
Mine keep breaking.
I don't know what's happening with mine. But
Okay, I'm gonna have to change my strategy here.
same here,
I'm gonna have
because I
to
don't know
change my
what the heck I'm making, but I do
I know I'm making marshmallows.
You know you're making marshmallows. I know I don't know.
Caleb's, yours looks so good so far. Not that I should be looking at my competitor, but that looks so, so good.
No, this is not fair. I don't know what I'm doing.
So, Caleb, are you just gonna recreate what you made at school?
I can't remember what I made at school.
Really? Okay, well then that's gonna help us.
For us, because then
Okay.
we don't know what we're doing.
That's very bad and inconvenient for me.
I'm so stressed. Okay, now I'm just gonna start decorating because we've got 10 seconds left. So I'm gonna, you see, mine is gonna be all in the story.
10,
We've got 5, 4, 3,
No, you shall not do this to me.
and 1. No! Oh, and just like that. Okay, I know what I could call yours. Yours is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Caleb. Stand back up on your spots. Caleb's got a little step ladder there. So, Dumi, yeah, you're about to break yours, and that's what you get for trying to cheat. You've already got your structure.
Yeah.
Tell us the inspiration. Tell us what led you in this marshmallow spaghetti challenge.
So when I started this, my idea was that I was going to Paris, and then I realized, Guti, this looks more like an electric tower. So it reminded me of load shedding in South Africa. So I think that's my inspiration.
Load shedding in South Africa. Well, that is quite a topical one there. Zanzi, I'm sure everyone can connect with that. I don't know, does it mean it? What purpose does that have in the
When
world?
the lights are off, the structure is down.
All right. Caleb, let's move on swiftly. You seem to have You've actually made something very interesting, and just at the last second, your top spilt over.
Oh no. So, first I was making a normal tower, but then when it fell, I realized this kind of looks like a giant light. So I thought this could be a giant stadium with a big light on top.
I
love that. For the soccer player in him.
Yes, I see it.
And you also kind of went with the triangle, the same thing that we said works.
Okay. Palisa, I see a campfire. I don't know what's happening there.
Yes, exactly, Dumi. That's why you're my girl. Absolutely.
That's why you won!
Absolutely. Okay, so I went something with like a little outdoorsy theme, and I wanted to make a teepee.
Yes,
a little
that's what I'm
teepee
seeing.
structure that people sleep. So this is meant to be like
The fire.
the fire and the mat when you enter the teepee. This is where you enter. And
Nice one. At least you see what it is.
sweating. Okay.
Can we have have a marshmallow eating contest?
Okay, let's see how many you can pop in your mouth whilst I let South Africa know what we're doing after this. Let's see how many you can pop in your mouth. Now, this was a fun game to try out with your kids at home, Mzansi. If not, it helps your kids, you know, explore their imagination, but it also helps them with their problem-solving skills. And if they flop, they can just put it all in their mouths, just like Caleb. Caleb, thumbs up?
I was counting. It was 14.
14.
You got 14 more.
Well, let's keep the good times rolling. See you after these.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and finally, it is time to put our junior chef in the main position. This is something that is inspired by him, huh?
Yes. When I cooked with Neil Anthony, we made koftas.
Wow.
He cooked with Neil Anthony Mzansi, so you better be paying attention. Now, normally, we usually end off the show with a delicious dessert, but because we're celebrating International School Meals, we decided to end off with a recipe by the kids chef himself. This is his Lunchbox favorite that will sure to be getting your kids excited about mealtime at school.
Yeah, so now what he's done is he asked me to come here and see if I can recreate what he does as best as he can.
Do you want to say what it is, Caleb? What are we making?
It's called, it's beef koftas.
Okay.
Oh, beef koftas, but is someone like me who doesn't know what a kofta is?
It's basically a meatball, almost.
It's basically a meatball. It's just shaped into like a finger form or into like a sausage, cylindrical shape, basically. So I've got my mince here. I'm using beef mince, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I use any other type of meat?
Yeah, you can also use lamb, but lamb can be very expensive, so
Okay,
we can use
perfect.
beef.
So how do I do this? Do I put everything in together as one, or?
I think, wait, refresh my memory.
I love that. A king who is thorough about his
I
work.
think you put it all in.
Perfect. I'm going to do that. But then you're also helping me out because you're making a bit of a dip that's going to go with these, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you've got some yogurt, and what else do you have there?
Lemons.
Okay. So you're zesting some lemons into
Yeah.
that mixture for us. So this is like a dip that's going to go with it. So if you're making these for
Let
lunch...
me help you. So yeah. You're going to use that side, exactly. But it won't all fall into your bowl. So what you're going to do at the end of zesting it, look underneath your microblade, let's see. They're all going to gather there. So that's when you're going to take your spoon and just empty that into there. Boom, boom, pow. Just like that. Don't continue, my girl.
I am continuing.
Remember when I said I had 94 followers?
Yes?
I have 140 now.
Yay! That's what Afternoon Express family is all about. Thank you so much for following our little man, Mzansi. Let's keep those numbers building.
Well done.
Okay, so if we do want your social media handle again, it is at...
Dive in and eat. Dive in _eat.
Yeah, guys, come on, let's keep those followers up. Our little boy has hit 100 officially.
Imagine. All right, so into our koftas, right, I've added my mince. I've got some onions in there. I've got some garlic. I'm adding some mixed herbs here. I see some thyme. I see some oregano. And then I'm adding my salt and pepper. At which point do I add the breadcrumbs and the egg?
Breadcrumbs and egg.
Is it at the end or is it immediately with everything?
I think it's with everything.
With everything.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because you never know, maybe you've got a technique that you use, you know, to make it extra flavorful or extra juicy. So I'm just making sure I'm doing it the right way. So I'm going to start mixing everything together. And I've got parsley here. Is parsley your favorite herb?
My favorite herb is basil.
Oh, yes. Wow. You see, this is when you know that this man knows what he's doing in the kitchen. Basil is absolutely amazing. I can eat basil cooked through in a pesto. I can eat it raw in a salad. Absolutely delicious.
Raw in salad is nice, especially with pasta.
Yeah, that's my man. That's my man.
Okay, and how's it going there with your dip?
It's going good. I don't know if I've got enough zest in here. I think it's because this blade is very blunt.
There we go. Well, look,
let me show you a trick.
It's a celebration there. Yeah, show us.
Let me show you a trick. So what you can do is you can actually zest like this and upside down, because what it does is it catches everything on the top. And then once you've done that, you can just flip it over and then spill everything into
Yeah, okay.
All right, so you can try
Thank you.
that.
And then you can also just use that spoon as well. But Domi, you also have just already sliced up lemon there. What is he going to be doing with that?
He's going to be adding some juice, lemon juice into there, just to give it a bit of a zing. Because like we said, we're using koftas now, and if you were doing something like lamb, it would definitely work here because it'll cut through that fleshiness of the lamb. So I've done that, and all we do now is to start cooking our koftas. I'm going to shape them into those little sausages that we have here. And depending on the size of your child's kafteen, just make sure that it's big enough or small enough so that it fits. I'm going to make it actually a little
Make
thinner.
that smaller. I can see that your pan is already super hot. So make sure you always, you monitor the heat that you are enjoying your koftas in, or rather your meatballs in as well. I think over there, Caleb, we're pretty much good with the zest. I think now it's time for you to start squeezing in those lemons to make lemon juice at the bottom of that dipping
Real zesty.
And then once you're done, I think you can actually add some for Bali here, maybe Bali, into your bowl, and you can taste for us and let us...
Seeds came out. What must I do with the seeds?
You can take it out with that little spoon that you've got next to you there.
Or something that I do, Caleb. Okay, I keep wanting to visit Caleb. You can already clearly see who's my favorite. I just kind of use my hand, and then I use the hand to
catch the seeds.
Catch the seeds whilst the juice...
If it does fall out,
If it does. Just like that, my man. But you're doing such an incredible job here. In fact, I think that you're pretty much good when it comes to creating the dipping sauce. Just add your salt, your pepper, mix it up, and then give the bowl over to Dumi.
Awesome stuff. Okay, the meatballs are ready on my side. I'm just rolling them up, but I've got some there made a little earlier. Maybe
the sauce is done. Must I mix it?
Yes,
Mix it in.
Okay. Mix it in, and then once you're done, maybe add some sauce for Pale and yourself, and you can mix it in together.
Okay.
Stir it together as well as you can. Perfect, that looks good. And then just please add some dipping sauce for yourself, just on the side. Perfect.
Well, I suppose it's as much as you want.
I guess that is true as well.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
And then this is for yourself as well. Maybe give it a try. Please let me know if you followed your recipe to the T, and if you would let me work in your kitchen one day.
Listen, there's no lunch boxes that are going to come back full. Your lunch box will be 100% empty. This is delicious. Last tips and tricks to me when making this?
Last tips and tricks is just make sure, like you said, Palesa, keep an eye on them. Make sure they...
You're hired.
I'm hired! Woohoo! I've already got another job. All right, just make sure that your oil is nice and hot enough, it doesn't burn. We don't want it to burn, we want it to cook through. And this is also a great make ahead. Make it ahead, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to cook, just fire in the oven.
In the wise words of Caleb, you're hired. And if you want to try this at home, Mzansi, and any of our Lunchbox inspired recipes, simply head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. This looks so good. I'm so ready to get eating.
You are
all of
also
our food.
hired. I would be rude not to hire you.
Yes, I love that. In the wise words of our king, lunch is served. Here are the rest of the scufflings that we've been creating. And on that note, we wanted to ask you on social media, what age did you start packing your own lunchbox? Now, we've got quite a few answers here. We have got AKA Fezile, who says, when I was 8 years old. We also have Queen Anne, who said, when I was 12. And then we have Osonele, who says, when I was 9 years old. All right, well, just like that, Mzansi, thank you so much for engaging with us from the top of the show. And we are wrapping up another excellent masterclass with Afternoon Express. Thanks to the help and guidance of our bright young chef, Caleb Botha. School lunches no longer will have to be boring and insipid. Try these recipes out tonight, and you'll be guaranteed that your lunch boxes will be coming back home every time.
Empty.
But for now, City, good night, stay safe, and happy eating. Goodbye.
Thanks, Mom.
This month, say it with flavor, taste, and aroma, so they'll know it was made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.